Hey guys, today I kind of thought I'd show off the mess that happens whenever I do some water changes and maintenance on my tanks. So I just changed to the discus tank water and kind of replanted whatever all the Jurapari dig stuff up, and it's just part of having big old earth eating cichlids. Beautiful fish, and I think it's worth it, but it can be a bit of a pain sometimes to have to replant certain plants all over again. I'm thinking about putting them in pots. So there's certain plants like these crypts in pots, and wrapping it in like some wool or something like that, and putting it in so that way they stay planted better. But I just use a hose like this. Excuse me. Mess, but I just use one of these like Aqueon faucet adapter water changers, and that really benefits everything when it comes to that tank. You easily drain and fill it up. It's such a nice system that you definitely need in your fish room if you've got multiple tanks. Here's a tank that I haven't made a video on yet, and that I haven't done my water change yet, but I want to show you something real quick. It's this hair algae that is growing on the top of this Rotala indica. So we're gonna cut all of this Rotala indica out. This is some golden Nisea that I just cut out of the other 5-gallon, but we're gonna cut all this out, and then I'll make a video about it after it grows in some more, because it's got to do some maintenance on it. Coming back over here, this is pre-water change Aquascape Flival Spec. I just hacked all the plants away, or not all of them, most of them. I don't know whether I want to hack away at this Scarlet Temple and then plant some right there. I think it'd be very pretty to have it all kind of right here and have a nice different transition. There's a spot right there where the Bucophilantra was. Here's that. Oop, I just dropped it, but that's okay. Where this Bucophilantra was right there, and I'm like, I'll take it out and see if I can cut away at these and then plant some. I did cut a different piece from the one right there in the middle. So I will plant that, and we'll let it grow out some more, and I'll trim it back down and do an update, because there are some things to update with this tank. And but yeah, I just hack away at all the plants, the golden Nisea that I put in there a few weeks ago, the Rotala Wallachy, the Rotala Orange Juice, the Rotala Coin Leaf for Ceylon, I don't even remember which one. I spread this Blixa, took out some stems of it. I threw it in the 75-gallon, but it didn't do well. Here are the remains of it. So we'll grow this in a different tank. Here are all the trimmings sitting on top of my snake tank, but it's quite a mess. But not as full as I quite want it yet, so I'm still hacking away at the carpet. I just used the regular Flival scissors, aquascaping scissors, and cut them back. If you guys have any different ones you want to that you recommend that you might use, you can just drop them in the comments, and I'll take a look at those. See which one's the best. I did a refill on my CO2 kit, and it's producing so much. One thing that we'll talk about in the next video about this tank is some things that I've learned from this tank about plants and CO2, and finding a balance is really interesting. It is a tank to really enjoy. Big discus tank again. It's beautiful. You can clear it up in a few minutes and it'll look great again. I actually added carbon to the filter of this tank just to see what would happen. I wanted the leaves to release tannins. I thought that might be a cool look, but it didn't. They didn't release a lot of tannins. And so I just decided, you know what, let's just throw some carbon in there to clear up some water and have, you know, make it look like we're kind of floating in air. That's the kind of look. So I'm gonna wipe it down with my microfiber cloth, and then we'll be nice and clear. The Siamese algae eaters, there's a couple of those in there to help kind of take care of the plants. Yeah, some golden Nassea, some baby tears here. Oh, that one's being covered up by the leaf. Some baby tears that are growing in, some creeping Charlie growing in, just to help add some different textures and color. I really love this plant right here. I have it growing in the high-tech tank over there as well. But it can grow either. It can grow just fine in a low-tech tank like this with just regular fertilizing and water change in a good light. Nothing difficult about it. And finally, another mess kind of happening is this little 2-gallon speck that we haven't made a video on yet, but it's coming up. Make a quick video on it. This is pre-water change here. Within the next few days, I'll have a video planting a low-tech tank for my girlfriend, and she's going to put this betta in here. That's going to be a fun video. But here's this 2-gallon speck, very beautiful. This plant right here, this is creeping rush, and it's never done well for me, even in a higher tech setup than what this one is. And by that I don't mean CO2, but just with a better light and aqua soil. This only has root tabs and one of these Aqueon lights, but it's barely living. I mean, it's doing something. It didn't do well in a tank, and I don't know what it is. It's supposed to be a fairly easy plant to grow, but I just haven't been able to grow it. But yeah, there's a couple of things going on. Just what happens whenever I do maintenance and the mess that kind of ensues in the tanks and on top of tanks from plants. That's going to have a mess going on over there as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.